still went 11. Oh my gosh. I was like, I can't have coffee be the only thing I'm drinking right now. Good morning, IFalls, and welcome to Good Morning, IFalls. I got to come up with a better intro than that. As you see, Oliver's walking in a little late. Good morning, Oliver.
Good morning.
And I added a new cam just for today to the opening. Check it out. Give you a little extra something to look at during the day. But we have a lot going on in our community today, and with the bass tournament, and we'll talk a little bit more about that later. But I had some people liking one of my old IFalls.news parade posts from the 4th of July, and I'm thinking that they might have thought that it was just unplug the cord from the back, and I was thinking that it was from this parade thing. Sorry about that, I got distracted. The parade thing, and I was not gonna stream today's parade, but I'm going to have to possibly now if I can. I'll try to figure it out. I have streamed the parade. I was part of doing it like in one of the first couple bass tournaments. I didn't have a good experience. They didn't really give a hoot about the streaming at the time. And so I just never been back. Wasn't treated great by the people who were running the actual show. And you know, it's nothing against them. They got something to do. I was probably the least of their concerns. So I'm just not doing that anymore. But I may stream from the store. I'm not 100% sure because I don't know how I have the camera set up. But that parade is at 6 p.m. So if I do stream it, I know this is a little wishy-washy, but it'll pop up live on your feeds, and I'll put it on all the same places that this show's on. So anyways, we'll go ahead and jump into our day already. It looks like we have the bass tournament up. We'll get back to them in a minute. The reason why I don't cover a lot of the stuff that is so out there is because my time's limited, and the resources that are already covering them, you guys already have all the access to. I'm not trying to compete with everybody. I'm trying to just do my own thing. And so there's no shortage of ways to figure out about the bass tournament. So that's kind of my philosophy on it. I do want to cover it though today because there is a lot going on and it's pretty cool. I've been out looking for the medallion hunt and haven't found it yet. It looks like it's going to be 81 at 4 p.m. today, so it's going to be a little bit toasty. You got a little bit toasty yesterday, but I mean, it's not like we're 90 to 100 in Texas, though, so I guess we have a lot to be grateful for. 6:14, the sun rose if you were lucky enough to be awake that early, and the sun's going to set at 8:18. Hopefully we get a smoke-free sunset, but that all depends on how the wind blows. High noon is going to be 1:16. All right, today's good news. Koochiching County Community Television, also known as KCCTV, they're a nonprofit public media organization, operates under the governance of Bacchus Community Center, established in 2012, serves Koochiching County's citizens. So they actually they record school board meetings, they record sewer meetings, they record the Rainier meetings, the city council. They do not, as far as I know, record any of the IFalls City Council things, but many years ago we installed a pretty comprehensive live streaming thing at City Hall, and it's reliable, and they just use that. And so But interestingly enough, iFalls or the ISD 361 also streams their live streams or their meetings, their board meetings, and the last live stream failed, and so they're like, hey, check this out on KCCTV. So KCCTV was still there, and I was wondering if KCCTV was going to keep on going there or not, and they did. Let's see what video we have on here that is for KCCTV. Oh, all right, this is a recent one that they did. Oh, here's going to be all their videos, actually. Which, of course, can be seen on their YouTube channel. North Cooch, yeah, there's a sewer district. So this gives you a little bit of a flavor of the videos that they have. They've got the orchestra there. If you do ever watch any of their videos on IFalls.news, it plays their ads, it adds their channel stuff. We got permission a long time ago to put this stuff on there. So if you're watching it here, you're gonna get the same kind of sort of experience as you would if you were watching it on their YouTube channel. So I try to be as good about not taking away from them as possible. I didn't mean to press the space bar there. And so anyways, they operate under Bacchus now. When they first started, they were kind of their own peg channel. But Darcy Sullivan is one of the people who runs this, and she just does an absolutely fantastic job and really community oriented, and would probably go to some of these things, like all the concerts anyways. So it's good to have her. It's good to have this stuff out in our community so people can see a lot more behind the scenes if it's a meeting, and also how vibrant our community can be if it's a concert. So really appreciate KCCTV. Let's see what other nonprofit stuff is going on today. The Sloppy Joe Lunch, August 25 to 29th at the Senior Center. Oh, this is kind of cool. I read this yesterday. Ollie, you might appreciate this. Huge congratulations. So this is the Voyagers Conservancy is the original post. So huge congratulations to our educational specialist, Jesse Gates, who was honored at the Minnesota United FC match this past weekend. Jesse was awarded with Nord, Star of the North. I didn't say that right, obviously. Recognizes his significant contributions to Minnesota communities. Every year, Jesse connects thousands of visitors and students to the wonders of the night sky through our Voyagers Classroom and Dark Sky Initiative. Jesse brings science to life for learners of all ages and couldn't be prouder of his incredible impact. It looks like they're going to have, you can see him August 29th to the 30th at a star party at Voyagers National Park.
If this is too relevant, but he went to boxing with me. He's a really nice dude.
Oh, he went to boxing with you?
He's a really
cool.
nice dude.
That's nice. Well, this is a pretty big deal. He's got a big giant bird next to him, I think.
Yeah, he even brought his cupcakes one day to boxing.
Did he? Oh,
yeah.
Wow, nice. That's a cool little small town connection. If you didn't hear it on the mic, because I got his mic a little away from him, he brought cupcakes to his boxing class one day. He's in his combatives class that he does. All right, Never Give Up, annually celebrated. Rainy Lake Medical Center Foundation, they want to thank these people. Rotary is offering an impact grant. I don't know if they have any takers on it. It doesn't really fit any of my projects, so I kind of wasn't interested in it myself, just because they partly want to do stuff with an indoor space, and all of my stuff's digital. So, all right, featured business. This is a good one. Rainy River Veterinary Hospital, trusted care for pets in International Falls. Rainy River Vet Hospital has been the cornerstone of pet health care for decades. Founded by Dr. Wayne Hasbargen, the hospital is dedicated to delivering high-quality veterinary service to the local community. This is where I bring my dogs, and they have an incredible staff there. They're very helpful. I have only good things to say about them, and unfortunately, this isn't their fault, but there's no competition for them in this community, which as small town tech for a lot of my services, I have a similar thing. So a lot of customers will just come to you because you're the only one in the community. I'm not saying I'm the only person who fixes computers. I am the only managed service provider in the community, and that's a big one for us. In fact, Rainy River Vet is somebody that we manage. So not that that's why they're the Rainy River Vet Hospital, or that's why they're the featured business. In fact, I was thinking that in the future, you let me know what you guys think. I was thinking about just picking these random instead of, and so then Oliver and I and whoever our guest is that day, we could just learn about what it is. Because I already know about Rainy River Vet. I'm long overdue for making appointments for my dogs there, and they know that. They've sent me reminders. But I'm thinking about just having these be more random, and then we can learn about it all together. Happy National Kittens Day was August 8th. Rainy River Vet, let's see what their hours are. 7:30 Monday through Thursday to 5:30 p.m. And then it looks like they close at 4:30 on Saturday or Fridays, sorry. And Saturday and Sundays they're closed. So that's their hours. Check them out. They have a pet portal that you can do dog stuff, or cat stuff, I guess. I have dogs, so that's what I think about. Okay, and then follow them on their Facebook page too. That's where they post updates or service disruptions or anything like that. Community updates. Let's see what we got here. Ronings has got some popcorn and shirts they're pushing. Tilson Bay, these are probably for, who will take the IFalls Bass Championship this weekend. They're doing a lot of the printing for that. We are thrilled. Oh, okay. So it looks like Savannah is the new sales manager over at Border Chevrolet GMC. So there you go. Go say hi to Savannah over there. That is, let's see if there's anything else that's the car wash probably. What day is today? That was yesterday, so that's not happening. Potluck Sundays at Looney's Brew. That's going to be happening. It looks like our first potluck will be September 7th. So you got a couple weeks, I think, before then. Who's doing Wing Wednesday? Oh, it says Facebook.com. I will have to. I'm going to actually open this one up because it's not fair that it says Facebook.com. I got to update that. It looks like it's Shay Shay. So Shay Shay's doing Wing Wednesday. So check out Shay Shay. If I were to pick, Ollie, what would you pick off this list right here?
Buffalo.
Would ya? I really like Thai, you know?
Oh, but the Parmesan garlic, it does look pretty good. Or it doesn't look good, but it sounds good.
Yeah, it sounds good. Yeah, that all actually sounds pretty good. The Kickin' Bourbon sounds good for a couple wings. I don't know if I could do a whole plate of Kickin' Bourbon. So anyway, Shay, I'll update that so on my site it doesn't say Facebook.com and it gives them the credit. Just like all these other ones. Okay, let's keep on scrolling. Let's get to education updates. You can join Karate North Taekwondo. Oliver and I had been in Taekwondo before, but he had a different sport that took over that he started focusing on instead. But it was a good experience. We did it together. We didn't make it too far in that time before we switched to something else. Well, he switched to something else. I got lazy. So 2025 Broncos schedule. Let's see if we can see their first game here. August 25th, Roseau?
Yeah, 25th in Roseau.
Okay.
PM.
All right. So that hasn't happened yet. Falls Elementary, they're looking for long-term teacher subs. So you're kind of like you could be in the schools in the same class for a long time, and then you get the same set of students. That's my assumption. That's how it was when I was there. So if that seems like the right fit for you, go ahead and check it out. ISD 361, they need a drug-free community grant youth coordinator. So if you want to try to keep drugs away from kids, Good luck to you. I wish you the best. But I don't know if this is the case, but I wonder if it's also supposed to tackle the vape stuff. I don't know, but the vape stuff is what's kind of out of hand with kids. I don't know how much. I really don't know much about high school youth and below with drugs in our community, but I'm kind of out of the loop of the drug scene. So it's been a while. So the Broncos Burgers car wash happened. Let's see, ISD 361 is still looking for. You know what I don't see on here? I don't see St. Thomas School on here. We'll have to add them. I'll see about adding them. But they had an open house in there last night, and they're trying to get people to register for their K through 5 classes. I don't know if they re-added 6, so I apologize. Oh, they have preschool too, I think. But we're going to have to get them on here to find out more. It looks like this is a little bit older, so I don't know if this is still the case. If Amy or anybody else from Kutaska, oh, it is Amy, perfect. If Amy or anybody else from Kutaska is watching and you still have some buddy backpacks, you can correct, and you don't have any more buddy backpacks, you can correct me. But because this is from 4 days ago, so if you're still in need of school supplies, get a hold of Kutaska, Amy over there, one of the best humans on this planet. Skipping past old news, let's go to religious updates. Do we have anything? We got a hat on a chair. I'm not going to cover too many Bible verses on here. This is more for the updates. You can certainly follow all these people on Facebook. I'll show you a minute how to get to some cool stuff. So anyways, they still are going to have tailgate parties at Little Fork Lutheran. So that's for the football games that they're going to be having. So you can go hang out there, get your grub on, and then watch some of the game too. So, okay. Let's see. We're going to go past all these. These are all old news. We're not going to do so much more than Rainy Lake, and we've discussed that. Government updates we're working on. So the last thing that I think I wanted to show you is at the bottom of our page, you can see that we have things listed by business, and this is on every page. So you can find what type of business you're looking for. If that is what you want, you can find different things to do underneath the guide page, or the guide section rather. So if you're trying to find some hiking, you just click on hiking, and then you're going to see a lot of the local options. When it comes up, we'll come back to that in one sec. And then nonprofits, same thing. So let's see what kind of medical nonprofits we have. So here's hiking. Rainy River Wayside, you could hike there. You could hike at Little American Falls. And I think every one of these places I've actually hiked, and these are probably all my pictures. So I love exploring. I love exploring with my family. We're usually don't have tons of money, so we live pretty modest. So going out and exploring nature is our pastime, or making up stupid games as a family. So you find out how entertaining you have to be when you're a broke dad, especially with 3 kids. So let's go over here to medical, and let's see what we got for the nonprofits. We have Scenic River Health Services, Clarity Hearing Center, Falls MD. So maybe these aren't all nonprofits. Maybe this is just the medical. For You Home Healthcare, Northern Plains Medicine and Behavioral Health. I don't even know about them. So that's why I'm saying we might want to randomize some of this stuff. Essentia Health Clinic, Rainy Lake Medical Center, and they have a foundation too, West End Health. Again, I don't know if WE stands for West End. I keep saying that. Could be women's something. I don't know. Rainy Lake Medical Center nonprofit, Northland Counseling. So you can see we got all this stuff listed. And then if you click this right here, if you're on your phone, it'll just call them. Well, it'll bring up the phone number, and then it'll call them. And if they have something that you can donate to, you can go ahead and donate right from that button. And it'll bring you to, it better, Yeah, it did. We vet every donation tab, and they bring you all to the source. We don't collect money through IFalls.news, especially for nonprofits. That seems messy and a bad idea. So let's move on a little bit to the IFalls Bass Tournament that is underway, I suppose, technically, because the food trucks are open. But at 11 a.m., raffle tickets are on sale. The boat parade, which I may or may not stream, is going to be at 6 p.m. Casting call is a wristband event. That is actually, I'm not going to go to that this year, but that's probably one of my favorite events of the whole thing. I used to like the hypnotist the most, but he was kind of getting redundant. So I like this casting call because the people who go there, the local people, they really have a good time. And they get some nervous kids up there who are just incredible. And then they get some kids where you're like, they got some confidence. Tomorrow, it looks like they're going to have Sunny and Jolie performing. They're going to have the hypnotist. Those are both wristband events. Tractor rides at 2 p.m. Saturday, they got a kids fishing tournament out at the trout pond. They have caricatures by Casey. That will be a wristband event. And live music performed on Saturday by The Luck. So those are some of the events that are going to be happening. Check them out. Let's see who's making this possible. K104, Flint House, PCA, some other major sponsors. So if you see these people and you're enjoying the bass tournament, or appreciate the bass tournament, even if you're not enjoying it, make sure to give them a shout out and a thanks. So that's going to be our show for today. There's not going to be a show tomorrow. We are going to be, I'm taking my daughter on a tour of Bemidji State University, and it's my second daughter. I am 40. I am not supposed to be having two daughters going off to college, but that's what you get when you start early. So I'm grateful I did. Don't recommend it to anybody, but I would never do it any other way. My kids are amazing. Even, let's see if we can get him up there. Even that guy right there in the lower left. He's a work in progress because he's just 13. I'm not taking him to colleges yet. We still got about one more year for young Sheldon there. I thought I'd get a smile out of him with that young Sheldon joke. All right, well, you guys have a great day. Here is the opening scene again. Enjoy while we sign off.